Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. I always give my opinions pursuant to the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. In this continuing podcast series, Idaho versus Kohberger, and having reviewed the court's April 24th, 2025 order on states in limine motion going to the 911 call and text messages between the roommates, there are certain questions in my mind as to number one, when exactly did Xana and Ethan return to 1122 King on November 13th, 2022? And number two, what is the official timeline of the crimes? As to the former, the affidavit of probable cause, the sworn statement that was signed by Detective Brett Payne back on December 29th, 2022, that directly led to Mr. Kohberger's arrest, says at the top of page 3, on the evening of November 12th, 2022, Chapin and Kernodle were seen by BF at the Sigma Chi house on the University of Idaho campus from approximately 9 p.m. on November 12th to 1:45 a.m. on November 13th. BF estimated that at approximately 1:45 a.m., Chapin and Kernodle returned to the King Road residence. Now, if we look at the court's order of the 24th of April, it says here, in some information that was not previously known to the public, page number 2, under paragraph 3, facts. After spending the evening out, roommates DM, BF, Kaylee, and Madison returned to their home at 1122 King in the early morning hours of November 13th, 2022 at approximately 2 a.m., they met up in Kaylee's bedroom and talked for a while before going to bed. Now, this is a stunning new revelation because the public was not before aware that all 4 of the roommates were on the 3rd floor in Kaylee's bedroom at approximately 2 a.m., including BF and DM, who would survive this catastrophe that happened that morning. What's giving me a little bit of confusion here, because it says that at approximately 2 a.m., they met up in Kaylee's bedroom. The 5th roommate, Xana, who was out with her boyfriend, was not home yet. So this would be 15 minutes after BF gave the approximation that Xana and Ethan were already home at 1122 King, as documented in the affidavit of probable cause. What's giving me pause for questions about the official timeline appears in the next paragraph, where it says here, at approximately 4 o'clock a.m., DM heard strange noises and crying coming from the bathroom. So DM's bedroom is on the 2nd floor. We learned that in prior filings in this case. But if we look at the order on multiple other motions in limine, including the alibi defense, which was filed on the 18th of April, 2025, it says here at page number 12, going into 13, however, the alleged offense has occurred between approximately 4:07 and 4:20 a.m. So 4 o'clock a.m. would have been exactly 7 minutes before DM heard this crying noise coming from the bathroom. At this point, it's confusing to me as to when these important events happened in this case. I'm hopeful that we'll get some clarification as matters proceed toward trial. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone podcast. Thanks for joining us here today.